Hello guys, my name is Fetuga Mojid Olalekan, and in this tutorial I would try as much as possible to explain basic things that we need to have as far as server environment is concerned, and how you can actually set up server environment without any issues with trying to demoralize so many server online servers that are very expensive to monthly charges on so many VPS servers are expensive, but actually you can get it as cheap as what you can see cheap. Okay, so just for me to just bring out something, when we say server is basically the storage of a web files. Okay, storage of web files. Before you build websites, you need to have your domain name and the hosting. The hosting can now be done on server. Okay, now when we say hosting put on server, you will keep your files on a storage, just like you keep your files on your system, and these storage are kept online, and these are servers. VPS in hosting in Nigeria. VPS in Nigeria. Let me just VPS. They are virtual private servers, and most people. Okay, let me just show you one or two. I hope the internet will be fast enough. So let me just show you one or two. Why those ones will be loading up. Let me just explain basically what we are looking at. We are looking at setting up a VPS server with a control administrative panel that is called Webuzo, and the aim is that we want to have our own personal private server, own, not shared. Okay, and we want to have it at the minimal cost, so that if you are running our solutions, if you are running our emails, and if you are having so many websites on our server, we will not have any fear of our server is slow. Some other people are, because let me just explain this. Okay, I've actually brought it out. So our aim is we are going to make use of a server provider company called Contabo, and we are going to also make use of an operating and administrative panel called Webuzo. Okay, what is server? Server is a storage facility online, and we have different types of server. Okay, so basically we have dedicated server, VPS, shared hosting, cloud, and what have you. But the basic one that most people always use, most people are used to, is the shared hosting. And when we say shared hosting, is like I have a VPS server or a dedicated server of like 200 gig, and I want to share that 200 gig with 100 people or 100 websites, and I'm going to assign each website just 2 gigs. And I believe that if your files are not heavy, 2 gigs should be enough. So I'm going to have 100 websites or 100 companies who are running their websites having a single server. And it's a very powerful business. It's a very powerful business model, because if you buy the server, the VPS server, for like let me just say you buy it for like 100,000 naira. Let me just say that. Okay, and you are going to share this 100,000 naira by 100 people. Okay, that is if you are even sharing it with 1,000 per month. So you are going to make 100 people, you are going to make 100,000. Okay, but in the case whereby you want to share it 5,000 naira for 2 gig per month, okay, even you can even share like 5,000 naira 2 gig 100 people. So you are going to make huge. It's a business, it's a very powerful business. But that is not where we are looking at. What we are looking at is there are so many functionalities that you will not be able to have on shared hosting. Okay, like your own site may not be running traffic as much, but other people using the same server may be consuming much more traffic, that your own website may even be slow or be down at because of activities of others. Your own website will then be down. Okay, so that is why we now look at VPS. But the problem is that VPS, if you go to VPS in era, okay, like this one now, this is a VPS solution. Okay, this VPS is giving us 5,400 per month, and this is even okay. It's okay. We also have VPS 8 core, 8 gig, CentOS solution, 4 terabytes, for 41,750 per month, and these are very good price. Okay, this one, the hard disk here is just 150 gig SSD for 41,750 per month. That is very great. Okay, well, let us look at this VPS. Okay, this one is giving us 35,000. The list here is 15,000 per month. Let us look at the 35,000 naira per month, and let us look at the solution they have. Wow, that is very great. This is 10 gig. This is the hard disk here, 10 gig RAID hard drive. This is 75 gig. This one should be 100 gig. There's a mistake here. This one should be 100 gig. Well, I'm not speaking for them. That is, I'm not the owner of the solution, but I think there's a mistake there. I think I know there is a mistake. I am not thinking. I know there is a mistake there. Okay, but that is just it. Okay, this should be 100 gig. This 75, 50, 25, and for 100 gig of this hard disk, there's 35,000. But we are saying all this solution, you can have it at the cheapest amount, and this is per month. Please, if you should know, these are payment per month. However, I am going to work with Contabo, and I'm going to work with Contabo. Okay, let me explain this. There's a concept of manage and unmanage. Manage is just simple. Unmanage is just simple. Manage server is the one that they have helped you install all your features, all your requirements have been installed. All you just need is just go to the control panel and just start working on it. Unmanage is the same, that they have not done anything. It's just a fresh hard disk space as given to you, and you will be the one to install all the requirements and set it up. And that is where we are actually, this training aims at showing you that you can actually get all this solution with unmanaged server and manage it yourself, set it up step by step with the easiest or the cheapest cost. Let me use that word. Okay, basically, let me explain something here with operating system before we go into the Contabo and the setup. Operating system of a server, there are two: Linux, Windows. There are other operating system, or there are other distros, as in distribution, different models of operating system. But basically, let me just explain. Linux operating system use command prompt. So there is mouse. That is just the difference. There is no mouse. You only need to command. You command, and that is just what it will do. You can open a file, you can create a file, you can upload, you can download, you can everything. You use command. Basically using command prompt. Meanwhile, Windows on its own, you can use mouse. So you right click and you open folder, and that is just the difference. But they are both very good. Most people are used to Windows system, laptop, all this. We are used to Windows, but most server, I'm not saying every server, I said most server are used to Linux operating system, and that is just it. And there's something I talked about, various distribution or distros. I would show you on my website what I mean by distros. That is just distribution, different Linux distros for 2019. Okay, there are several distros, as in versions that that is Linux version, or Linux version that you can use on the server, and it's going to give you the results, because it's just an operating system. Just like in Windows, you can install Windows 10, you can install Windows SP, and there are so many versions of Windows you can install on your system and you will still work, okay? And there are so many features and what have you. So there's another one I mentioned here, which is end of life. End of life. Now when we say end of life, you mean the version that you are going to install. When will the support end? When will the support end? Okay, this end of life, I really want us to look at it open-minded. So let me just go to Google and say, because in this tutorial, for this tutorial, we are going to use Linux. For this setup or managed server that we want to do, we are going to use Linux, and we are going to use CentOS 07 end of life. Okay, initially, as at probably like 2-3 months ago, you will still see CentOS operating system version 6. You will still see it on Contabo, but now a new version has been released, which is CentOS 08. But presently, for this tutorial, I'm going to make use of CentOS 07, and the end of life is still as far as 2024. That is the maintenance update, the support that the developers of that operating system will give it. So you can either use 07 or 08, but for this tutorial I'm going to use 07, and 08 is just released, okay? And I don't want us to just dabble into a release solution. Let us use what we have been using, which is 07, and we still have enough time. This is 2019 going to 2020, we still have till 2024, and of course we can always update our own by that time, and we'll have been used to all this solution well. So how do we go about this? Let me just say that what we are looking for in this solution is just 3 things. We want to have a server that is unmanaged. We are the one that will manage it, and that server, if we should pay for it, we want it at the cheapest cost that will give us so much solution. And what they will give us if we should start it, we are the one that will do every update, every installation, every setup. We are the one that will do it. In this tutorial, I'm going to walk you through step by step. So the result that will be given once we paid for our result of our server is our IP address, our root, that is the username for that domain, for that server that we just want to create now, and the password. And after this solution, after I've set it up with you and you receive this email after you have made your payment, the next video I'm going to show you is how to then work and install your Webuzo solution with your server. And with that, the next thing will now be how to set up your domain and how to set up your website and how to integrate any email solution, because the end result is that you really want to maximize your host server. You can't go and buy 200 gig of server space when you don't need it. So you must be ready to really optimize your solution and let it work, let it do the work, because it's going to actually get the result for you. So how do we go about this? There is a link. I'm going to give you an affiliate link, and I pray and I beg and I hope that you will use the link to actually come to Contabo. If you do that, Contabo will not deduct money from you. Contabo will only appreciate me for the job well done, because I'm getting them more customers. And so what do you need to do? You just need to come to Contabo. Just come to contabo.com. Just click on the link below. It's going to take you to Contabo, and once you get to this Contabo site, we really want to work on this VPS. Okay, we only want to work on the VPS, so just click on VPS. So once you click on VPS, it's going to take you to a VPS solution where we can actually see so many VPS server environment features and their pricing. Okay, so but for this tutorial you can just make use of any. I'm not going to compare. You can do your own compare price comparison and all these things, just to know which one is even cheaper and which one is best for you. But what I just want to give you is, for this solution and for my own aim, which is that help you build a server environment that you optimize. You install your email solution, you install your website, and you build your application, and you control the speed, the full force of that server, and you use it to promote your business en masse. Okay, so all we know we need is just this configuration, and it's just at 4.99 euro per month. And I'm sorry to say, I'm not spoiling anybody's business. Those high pricing, there are some little money that you will pay after this, but that is not going to be too much per annum compared to some prices that we have there per month. But what do we look at now? If we have 4.99 euro per month, what are we looking at? We are looking at 8 gig of RAM guaranteed. We are looking at 200 gig of hard disks, 100% SSD guaranteed. You are looking at 4 cores, okay, of CPU, okay, and we can install our Linux or our Windows operating system on it, and there are so many other features that we can easily work with available. All these are available for us that we can really work with. Okay, so for this there is so if you pick, you have to pick this. You just click on order and customize. So if you click on order and customize, it's going to take you to this page where you can actually, let me look at, okay, it's going to take you to this page where you can actually select the operating system that you want to install. So you want to install a given operating system. If it is Linux, you want to install Linux, and you want it to be Linux this version, so that those people setting up your hard disk, your server environment, will know that this is the operating system you want to install, so that it's going to be easy for you. Okay, it's going to be easy for you to have it done. So the basic thing we want is the 4 cores. All these are what we are applying for, and we don't have anything to do here. We don't want all this solution. We don't want them to manage it for us. Managing it for us means they are going to set it up, they are going to do everything, and we don't want all this managed server. This is just the meaning of managed server. They are going to set all these ones for us. But on managed, we are the one that will set it, so we don't need them to do all this. Now, the operating system that are available are here. Okay, all we need to do is we can just pick. For this tutorial, I'm recommending that you pick CentOS 7, that is operating system 7. It's one of the Linux distros, and it is what we are going to use. And I have done a tutorial. I have explained here that the support will still be available till 2024. Of course, people will now be working on 08, but we don't need to rush ourselves. 08 just came up 24th of September this year. That is last 2 months, and we would be using it at a later time. But what we have been using and what is available in the marketplace that we know we can really customize with is this 07 for now. 06 has ended. 06 will end next year, but we don't want to go for 06. We prefer to go for 07, which will end 2024. So all you need to do is just pick CentOS 7 and scroll down. Then you don't need to pick control panel, because we are going to install Webuzo. That is our control panel that we would install at the end of this tutorial. So there are 2 things we want to achieve. We want to achieve creating a server with Contabo, and we want to install our Webuzo operating control panel administrator, and we are going to then really set up so many solutions with that server. So for now, you don't need to do backup. There are ways you can get this done at even cheaper or free solution, because you don't need to do that. So you just leave all those, and here we need to pick how much are you going to pay per month. And if you see per month, there is a setup fee, okay, and this setup fee is initial one-time setup fee. But if you fail to pay your money as at when due, you will have to repay the setup fee, okay. So you can just pick 6 months, you can pick a year. If you pick a year, the total amount you are going to pay for this solution, for this server, 200 gig of 4 dual core, 4 core, 8 core, 200 gig, and 4 core, 8 RAM, 200 gig. That is what you are going to have. So the total amount you are going to spend is just 59.88 euro, and I have done the calculation here. The total amount you are going to spend per annum is this amount, 24,000 naira per annum, because it is annual that you have set it. If you set it per annum, so nobody is disturbing your wives, your server will be online. But this is not the end result, because we have just bought an unmanaged server. We would also have to install Webuzo and pay for Webuzo per annum. These are the basic 2 things that we would do. We have bought the server, we have paid for it per annum, and the total cost is roughly 24,000, okay. And we need to also look at webuzo.com. We need to look at the pricing per annum, and we just need to look at the pricing per annum, and we are going to talk about Webuzo later. But just to guide you up, the price for the VPS server license per annum, the control panel, is just $25. Okay, $25, no big deal. So the next thing that we are going to do, of course, there is always a premium of 1 month free test. Okay, the only thing we are going to do is to calculate $25 with this 24,000 now, okay, and less than 40,000 naira, you would have your VPS server online live per annum, not per month. I'm not spoiling somebody's business, but I really need to close all these per month payments. I really need to close them, because it's not easy. You just need to do the work, okay. So when you get to this stage, all you need to do is just to click on order. You click on order now, and if you click on order, you are going to fill the data. You don't need to put domain for now. You don't need domain. We would put domain some other place. So you just need to fill your data, and you pay with your PayPal, or if you have ATM, you can use Skrill or all this money. But basically, I use PayPal, and it's not difficult to do. Just go to PayPal, link your account to it, and you just click, and you acknowledge these two and this, okay. And you may not acknowledge this, but you must acknowledge these two, and you then submit and review and submit your order. So once you have done that and you've made your payment and you make your confirmation, they are going to send you an email. And from the email, what we are going to look at, what we need from that email, is this information: the IP address, okay, and the root name and the password. So these 3 information is, the root name is always root, so you don't need to disturb yourself on that. The IP address, the root, and password. And with these 3 information, the next video I'm going to do is going to then pick this information and show you how you install your Webuzo on your server, and how you set it up. And once you install your Webuzo, you have your control panel, admin, and everything detail. You can always install your WordPress, and your server is already live, and you can really work on it. Then you can also set up any other solutions like your email, because the essence of this tutorial is to show you how you can run massive email solution free by just paying for your server, which is at this cost, and your server, your solution is online. Okay, so in the next video I'm going to pick this information and I'm going to show you step by step how you can set up your Webuzo on your Contabo control panel, and your Contabo server, and your website is live. The IP address is the key thing. The IP address is where your domain is attached, and anybody that types your domain goes through your IP address and gets your content on your server. So it's as simple as that. I don't want you to waste money, but it's your choice. Well done, and wait for my next video. Let me just, if you have any question, please put in the comment below. I will be willing, I'll be very glad to answer you. Thank you and God bless.